So in this instance, we got an old house, and did they actually split? Was it already on two titles? You know, if it was
No, they split it afterwards.
they split, so it was
So
a
they
proper
build it
splitter.
and then subdivide.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So they do all that. So there's still costs involved in that.
Yeah.
So he bought it, got those costs, what have you. To me, it looks pretty tight.
It is
on
tight.
their margin.
It is
Yeah.
tight. Well, from a typical development, like I said, 15% is probably the minimum, but you'd want 20 to 30, wouldn't you? Really?
Well, 30 would be ideal.
30
but
be
I haven't
ideal. Don't
Seen
have
that
any-
for a while.
No, land prices have increased and construction costs have gone up. So
Yeah.
that's the challenge with that. And then some vendors want to price development profits inside their sale.
Of course they do.
So, which is weird. But anyway,
Yeah.
someone's told them it can be developed, so they decide they should have the profit
That's
for
right.
the development, not the developer.
Goes up 50% because
Yeah,
you can develop.
Exactly. I guess the other thing to think about is, in that total development cost, the value of the land has to be what it's valued at today. So let's say I bought that house 20 years ago, and let's say it was worth 300,000 then,
Yeah.
and I'm doing a development today. And we've had one of these actually recently. I'll give an example. They bought the house for 600,000.
Yeah.
It's worth 1.2 today.
Sure.
They wanted to develop it. They priced it in the value of the property at 600.
So they, as in the client.
The client
owner?
said, "Oh, well, it's cost me 600."
Yeah, but that's not how it's worth today.
No,
Right.
no,
So they've already got 600,000 equity there that they've
that's
factored
right.
in.
And they were only going to make about 600,000 profit.
Right.
So we said, "Why don't you just sell the house and walk away?"
Yeah.
And they
So they're only going to make 600 after doing the whole
After doing
project,
development.
not on top of that 600
No.
already. Oh, well, no, you'd sell and get out.
of course,
That doesn't make any sense.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
So, but what many people don't understand is that exactly that. It's the land is what it's worth today.
Yeah.
Because if I'm a developer buying it from you, it's going to cost me 1.2.
That's right.
So if it now costs me 1.2 plus 1.4, 2.6, and if I can only sell my two houses for 1.3 each,
Yeah.
it was 2.6.
Yeah. So why do all the work?
I've still made 600 grand, which I
Yeah.
already had, or
Yeah.
which you already had as the seller, right? Now, for some people, they may say, well, it's a more saleable product.
Yeah,
No
but
one's going
it's
to buy
also
this house.
12, 15, 18 months down the line with a whole bunch of headache on
And 100 grand's worth of interest, and
Yeah.
and something goes wrong.
Yeah.
We recently had a client who something did go wrong. Their neighbour's property, water started coming into their property from their neighbour.
Right. So are they below?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's a hill related.
Yeah.
Yep.
So lots of water.
Right.
Yeah. And the neighbour said, "Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not fixing it."
So it was rain.
Yeah.
Wasn't a leak.
No,
or a
it
pool
was
or,
just a rain keep
Yep.
coming. Yes, but they had to fix it. It was turn their place into a swamp.
Yeah.
So they had to fix it. Cost them 50,000,
Mm-hmm.
and then they wanted to go and take the neighbour to court. I mean, maybe that'll work once you get there.
I don't know.
Don't know. It's going
It's
to cost
another
you money to get
process,
there.
right? It's
Yeah.
Time, money,
It's risk.
headspace.
That's why you need profit.
Yeah.
Risk.
Yeah.
It's not just about I'm building two houses, I'm going to sell them. There's a construction risk. There's a sales risk.
Yeah.
There's all of the other risks. This is why people need to make a profit. This is why developers want to and need to make a profit.
Yeah. It,
Right.
well, it has to be viable. In this instance here, this is really borderline, the one we're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't take long for something to go astray. Time frames, rained, we can't do this slab this time, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
There's, so there's cost blowouts. We've drilled, hit a rock, whatever, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Even times when trade prices can change and other bits and pieces, like there's all that sort of stuff.
Well, ideally, you've
pretty
got a
thin.
fixed price building contract, but sometimes people try and do it themselves. Sometimes they are owner builders, and they want to manage the trades and everything, and they've done their forecast pricing themselves previously. Now it's 6 months down the track,
Yeah.
the pricing's increased.
But there's even in this instance, even if you could do a fixed price build contract on the two final houses that
Yeah.
you're putting out of the ground, there's no such thing as a fixed price contract to do the development to that point, like the splitting of it with council, their requirements that they might say, oh, well, while you're there, we actually need you to upgrade the sewer or the
Yep.
water supply or the footpath. Make good on this because now we've got to park 4 cars, not 2, blah, 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 whatever it might be. There's no fixed pricing on that.
And a fixed price doesn't mean a fixed price. as we saw during COVID or just after COVID.
Yeah.
Yes, the builder can give you that. Yes, they priced everything in for that. Now there's an explosion in costs, and the builder says, well, I can't do that anymore. And the bank says, well, we can't give you any more money because it was on this price.
Yeah.
Right.
The only fixedness about it, apart from the terms and conditions in the contract, is that the builder still chooses to do it.
Yeah,
The builder could literally go, well, I'm going to walk away
I can't do it.
because I can't do it. It doesn't make any
My
financial
company's
sense.
bankrupt. What are
Yeah.
you going to do?
So then you're going to say, well, I've got to get someone else in to do it. And they're going to say, well, I can do it for now this price. So is it too early to tell if your splitter block dude with your $3 million terminal value is not finished yet?
He's not finished yet. He believes it'll sell for more than that.
Yeah.
We can only go on the value as numbers.
Well, at least he looks safe, although lean, right? Because he hasn't done some of those
There's some
crazy
profit.
things
There's
there,
profit.
like
Yeah,
knocking down the house before he
That's right.
got finance
do
and
that.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
and also what he had was equity.
right.
So I mean, really, really safe bet is if you own the land
Yeah.
outright.
Yeah.
I know that's difficult. I'm just saying outright. So the maximum we can get you is 60% against the land.
Mm-hmm.
That's the maximum debt you should have.
Yeah.
Ideally, you want 50% or less.
Sure.
That gives you the margin of equity that you need
Yeah. Okay.
to get the development done. Yeah. So
Done.
you can make money doing it. You just have to get the right advice at the start.
As usual, it comes back to the right advice.
Always.
Who would have thought? It's just these people out there doing things actually know what they're doing.
Some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pick your team wisely.
Well, I think that's really important. Having that team of advisors with the right experience, and that includes an accountant who's done development finance accounting before, or development accounting,
Yeah.
or accounting lawyers for contracts, what to look out for.